we cleaned it up, and I remember me and Jason tried to drag Alex, and Alex he's about as big as you. I'm like, bro, like I can't pick you up. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm 130. What do you want me to do, bro? Like, I'm 140 soaking wet. Like, what do you want me to do? And I'm, like, dragging him. And I'm about to pull my shoulder, trying to drag him with his shoulder. Like, I'm like, no, but Travis, that's a grown man. Like, I talk shit.
That's
Travis,
a big nigga.
Bro, Travis, like, you can tell, like, his inner, like, DT came out. Like, he wrapped his bear, hugged it, and then lifted him up and then dragged him to the bedroom. Bro, like, I was like...
It's like a dead body.
Bro, like, it legit was like, I was like, bro, Travis, you're strong. Like, I would still fuck you up, but, like... You give me a run for my money.
It's blooming.
Hey, is this thing on?
Like, it's a lot of shoulders, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of shoulders is funny when you're running. It's like that nigga's running in slow motion but fast.
No.
Oh my gosh, that is funny. I have to get him back though for throwing me in the throw up. Like I won't.
So he like I watched it all go down. He literally like pushed you right into Ace as he was throwing up.
Yeah, I don't know like what he was thinking. And like,
well, he was upset with you because you weren't taking real shots.
So that's why he pushed you in throw up?
Yeah.
So wait, was this when the throw up? Wait, was this as the throw up was coming out?
Yes.
Or?
So Ace was sitting in the corner already, just like. Or he had already thrown up like once, I think. And then Ethan was just in the general vicinity getting ready to take a shot. It was like
Ace
when we were all
up.
getting ready.
Ace did throw up. Because he hit one of those like overhand throws.
Yeah.
Where it went into his hand. And I was like,
he looked like he thought he caught it with his hand, like, and it's just everywhere on the board.
I was like, bro, it's on. Like, he was like, yeah, bro.
But he didn't even have the worst throw up motion. Like, guy, when we all right, let's start the podcast so we can tell everybody.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Are We Recording? My name is Gage Sutton, here with the young Rottweiler Ethan Hamilton. And today we are joined by our very special guest. Our friend Mark. Yeah, that's his thing, man. That's his thing. We just let him do
special guest Marcus Thomas, my guy.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
Alright, well, we got a lot to talk about, and pretty eventful weekend for all of us. We went to Ace's birthday, and shout out to Ace. Ace is
Ace.
Ace is our artist for the podcast. He did a bunch of the drawings for us, and we were celebrating his birthday on Saturday. So
him and Travis.
That's right.
$1 mouth.
That's right. So a lot of shit went down at this party. Am I allowed to say shit this early in the show?
Yes,
okay,
yes,
yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Is there a cussing? Yeah, let's get that. Are we cussing here?
Yeah,
we're good.
Is the N-word okay?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all good.
I use that a lot. So.
All right.
that's fine.
I don't do the editing, bro. I gotta add.
I thought Gage was gonna be like, yeah, I do it all the time. I
would have looked at Ethan like, bro.
Is this the guy you do the podcast with? No, but yeah, so the party was at Jason's place. I think we have to clarify and like say that beforehand because Jason was livid with what happened at that party.
Oh, Jason, who?
Jason Collins.
Wait. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was the only sober roommate who was hosting that party.
Yeah.
He kept his door locked the whole time, bro. And I don't
he was a smart one. Like, he kept his room
He's
locked.
smart.
Yeah.
I thought his room was the one that got thrown up in.
No.
Oh.
See, I guess let's start the story, right? I want you to explain to me what happened. Because y'all got there, because we have, like, our friends have a bad habit of that when they get bored, like, they're very dangerous when they get bored because they start becoming real creative with what they want to do. And it makes me, like, I still don't understand, like, why they started the party so early. Like, they started this, like, at 8 o'clock. Like, it was some brunch or something like that. They started this shit at 8 p.m.
That's so true because I didn't get there till, like, 11 after I got off of work. And everybody was already drunk as hell.
Like,
He definitely probably should have started at, like, 10.
Yeah.
And guess what time? Because I left it because they were like, oh, Ethan, pull up at 8, like, come over, Ethan, because a lot of the guys came in from out of town. And I was like, bro, I know y'all. I'm gonna sit there for an hour before y'all decide to do anything. So I'm just gonna come at 10.
Bro, that's crazy because that's when we pulled up there. We got there like 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it's me, Zai, Glenn. Yeah, just me, Zai, and Glenn. When we got there, before we walked in, I was telling him, I was like, hey man, I'm just gonna let you know there's gonna be nothing but dudes at this party. Like, I know these guys.
I know what? Like that.
But I will say,
Is that
they surprised me eventually. They surprised me.
It was a slow burn. It was a slow burn.
Yeah, but it did burn. It did burn. It did.
A lot.
It did. But so when we walk in, it was nothing but dudes, and then they were just sitting there watching Destroy Lonely music videos.
That or Aaron Rodgers highlights.
Bro, I was like, is this the party? Like, this is what we're doing? All the alcohol sitting there unopened. I was like, bro, this feels like
and everyone's
middle school.
In their fits, like the skinny jeans, the ripped skinny jeans.
Everyone's super dripped out, bro. Just sitting there watching YouTube, bro. I'm like, what the heck, bro? I've never, never had.
But that's our friends. Like, I love them to death. But that is our friends.
So
like,
wait, this is the scene before, the music started playing and before like people started showing up and started drinking.
Yes. But this is when the music is playing. The music is as loud as it ever got.
Oh
But
wow.
everyone was just sitting there. But after a while, me and Zai was just like, all right, yeah, let's take some shots, bro. Like, we just kind of was like, bro, we not just gonna sit.
Let's lift the mood up. Yeah.
So we just started slowly lifting the mood up, getting everybody a little drunk, and I guess it all
went down.
It went tumbling down really quickly.
I think the perfect way to describe this night is like a basketball game. Like quarter number one only had one victim. Only one victim, and I love him to death. All right, but my man Alex, you was done. You was ejected after the first quarter. You got your 2 attacks and you got out of there, bro. Alex, because I got there when Alex was like a dead body, like on the ground. Like he was just sitting there, like.
Was he the one?
That's the one with the dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I just met him that day, bro. Nah, I'm sorry, Alex, but that was not the best first impression. All right, I don't even want to know. I'm not gonna cook him. I don't know.
Well, Alex is hilarious. But I don't think I'm mad that I missed the lead up to it because I feel like the lead up there. I was there for the whole tragedy.
Fam, the lead up was I wouldn't have expected it to get as bad as you say it did, bro. Just looking back at those videos that you just, I just can't. I don't know how we got from there to there so fast, bro. That was a very.
Okay, so what we were talking about begins with Ethan, I think, because everyone starts showing up around 11. That's when all of our group of friends. So everyone you've seen on the podcast was there. Dev, Jason, all of those guys were there. Marcus, you were there.
I'm
celebrating.
It's 11 o'clock,
birthday.
right? And we're like, all right, let's do shots for Ace. And at this point, everybody's pretty drunk. So Ethan, you want to tell us what happened after?
Bro, I'm there because I'm in my nice camo pants I brought out.
Ethan was your
Hey, Marcus has seen me at my down horrendous what I used to wear to
when
parties.
he had blonde hair at the top, bro. Oh my god,
he was wearing robes.
Bro. We used to go to parties with some Adidas NMDs with no laces. Fam, they was busted, and we'd be like, bro, you can't wear that. He'd be like, nah, bro, I'm the Matrix. I'd be like, what? Bro, oh god, bro.
That's one of my alter egos. That might be my favorite alter ego.
The Matrix NMDs with no shoes.
But let me explain my thing.
And the robe on, bro, and we walking with him we just feel like there's no way that I can
you bring your little brother to the
yes, and that's exactly what I feel like. I feel like my mom forced me.
The NMDs are alright. If it makes sense, because the parties we went to apartment parties where we was raging. I was not finna wear my nice ass Cortezes or my Yeezys to the place.
I understand that, but there's a certain line that we try to stay above.
Why would I do that though? I break barriers. That's who I am.
I think the moral of the story.
I break the glass ceiling.
I think the moral of the story. I think the moral of the story is that you've improved drastically.
Yes, I have.
Oh, very much so. Yeah. Very much so.
So I'm dripped out. I pull up.
Y'all don't want to let's not give ourselves too much.
Okay,
we got a long way to go.
He looks good. All right,
he looks better. A lot better.
Okay. So I show up at 10 o'clock and I'm thinking, all right, now everybody's, because by 10 o'clock, 10:15, that's what time we left, 10:15, 10:30, everybody's pulling up at the same time we are. And I'm like, all right, cool, I can get into the vibe right now. Because girls are starting to pull up, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to be there for all. I love Ace to death, but Ace and Travis and all of them, but there's only a certain amount of time I'm going to be there if it's a sausage party. It is what it is, you know what I mean?
I feel that.
And when the girls start showing up, all right, guys, like let's start talking to people, let's start having fun. And then, bro, it started. Like Alex threw up. Was the first body he threw up.
And the way that it happened was like crazy. Because I remember Alex had went out. He went out to like the balcony, whatever area, and he was out there for a minute. I don't know what he was doing out there. I'm assuming that he was throwing up.
He was yakking.
So all of a sudden we take the shot, and then
he come back.
This nigga just like literally like a dead body falls through the door, falls down, and just starts yakking. And we're like, whoa, where the fuck did this nigga even come from? Like it was like a Resident Evil zombie just coming out the door.
Is this from the back door or the front door?
This is the back door. The back door.
Oh, so it was like right there where the bathroom that.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You don't know what. All right. So he thrown up everywhere, and I'm thinking, bro, like it's not even like 11, like. Like, people just got here at like 10, like how? But that's what I'm saying.
And you saw, and the problem is that you saw the trend developing. Everyone else started getting drunker and
it was a sign for the things to come. Like everybody, excluding myself, because I was behaved that night. Like everybody was a ticking time bomb. Like it was like 1,000 ways to die.
Would you say that this was better or worse than Taylor's party? The level of drunk.
Worse.
Okay, we just let you know we were shit faced.
I'm a respectable young man.
Me too, man. I'm a man of God. But at the end of the day,
no, but the difference in Taylor's party is that there was the environment was very much against us. It was the day before the winter storm, and the streets had just frozen over, and we were trying to walk from one end of the street to the other end.
Boy, imagine it felt like trying to play, like, I don't know, like that Crossy Roads game where you just trying to avoid shit.
But shit is, you don't need to avoid it. Like, they're going into the way of the.
No, I sort of, it felt like it was coming towards me. Like, I'm telling you, it was chasing me. That ice was following me, man.
But with this party, it's like I give everybody credit for it. Everybody that like chose to like drink that night. They drink responsibly to a sense of that, like they didn't put anybody else like in harm's way. They did it like at one place and they stayed at one place.
But it was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
It was the most disgusting party I've ever been to.
Yak 2K.
Yak 2K.
Yak 2K, bro. Because after he threw up, I was like, bro, like, I remember we threw towels, we cleaned it up, and I remember me and Jason tried to drag Alex. And Alex he's about as big as you. I'm like, bro, like, I can't pick you up. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm 130. What do you want me to do, bro? Like, I'm 140 soaking wet. Like, what do you want me to do? And I'm, like, dragging him, and I'm about to pull my shoulder, trying to drag him with his shoulder. Like, I'm like, no, but Travis, that's a grown man. Like, I talk shit.
That's
Travis,
a big nigga.
Bro, Travis... Like, you can tell, like, his inner, like, DT came out. Like, he wrapped his bear hugged it and then lifted him up and then dragged him to the bedroom. Bro, like, I was like...
It's like a dead body.
Bro, like, it legit was like... I was like, bro, Travis, you're strong. Like, I would still fuck you up, but, like, you give me a run for my money. But, and then we got into the bedroom and I was like, bro, Alex...
Wait, do you think it was a good idea for him to take him? Because I was... In the moment, I was like, I don't feel like we should be taking a nigga who's proven that he's yakking to carpet. Like, I don't think that that's a good decision. Like, I don't know why we did that, but I was too drunk to, and I really didn't care that much. I was like, it's not my fucking house.
It was Brandon's room and Brandon said it was cool. So
it's not my room, not my problem.
Not my problem.
Bad. And so, like, and the funniest thing was, like, I remember we was doing like the WWE like pinfall countdown, and bro, Alex legit woke up like the Undertaker, like on the second pinfall, and bro, we was all cheering. We was thinking that he just rose from the dead, but he really didn't. He just woke up and then he just slumped over like this in the room, and we grabbed him a water. We literally cleared everything out because we knew this wasn't gonna be the end of throwing up for him. We cleared everything.
Why did y'all get him a trash can?
We did.
This app.
Y'all did it.
No, you didn't. No, yacked on the floor.
Yeah. So we took everything out.
Why didn't we get him a trash can?
We moved everything out the way because he was in the bedroom by himself. Like, all he had to do was the restroom. It's not like we're all human beings. We all thrown up. It doesn't take that much effort to get to the bathroom. Like, when I see people like not being able to make it to a bathroom,
that's okay. Hold
on. When they're in their own space, like when you're in someone's house, that you know that that's what's gonna happen. I don't know how you don't make it to the bathroom.
Okay, I mean, but the thing is, to be fair, in defense of these guys, they were highly intoxicated. So the thing is, like, when you're really, really drunk and you don't realize like what's happening, like the whole room is spinning, right? When you're super duper drunk, you don't realize where or like when it's gonna happen. So it just kind of like happened on like kind of instinct for them, and then it just kind of threw up all over the place.
Yeah, but the thing is, they do a lot of like leaning, like
oh yeah, you're
like
right.
the burping into the hand. They do the lean all the way back in the chair. They look up. They do a lot of that. The signs are there. The signs are always there. That
I will say that no matter how drunk I've gotten, I've always gotten to a place where throwing up is acceptable.
Yeah.
I've either thrown up outside or I've made it to a toilet and barricaded myself in there.
Yeah. But Alex was the first one to go, right? Alex, we love you. That was an L. Like, that was a tough one.
All right, so we got the first L of the night.
The first L, Alex.
It's okay because you're not the only.
It's okay.
We're giving more out tonight. Hey, everybody gets one, all right? Because after that, I get one, all right? Because after that, we're like, all right, Ace's birthday. Because keep in mind, when we showed up there, Ace, Jalen, everybody was already yakking in the bathroom. And I was like, all right, bro, we got to bring him out. Like, everybody's out here. Let's say happy birthday because it's only going to go downhill from here. We bring Ace out. Happy birthday. Da-da-da-da. Everyone's singing happy birthday. We all take. I don't drink that much, you know me. I don't like to drink. But I was like, all right, it's a birthday. I'm going to celebrate with my friends. Let me take a shot. I take a shot. And then Jai was like, Ethan, that was some pushy shit. If I'm being honest with you. I was like, Jai, chill, bro. Like, you know me. Like, he's like, nah. Come here. And he's chasing me around, like, the whole island, the middle island.
Jai's doing this?
He's chasing me around. I'm like, oh, like, ha, ha, ha. Like, no. Don't chase me, like.
Okay.
But I'm running around.
Okay, wait. Why did you do that? Okay.
He just made me feel like.
This all happened. I watched it go down.
Wait, was he actually like running like that?
Yeah, I was like a damsel in distress. Like that's how I.
Oh.
But I saw his side. Like, that was behind me. I was like, all right, cool. I was like fucking around, and then because Ace is at one end of the island, but he had been there like while after he took the shot, he was like sitting there like. But I didn't see him. I just saw that he was sitting there. I was like, oh, he's fighting demons. Like, it is what it is. We're fighting a losing battle right there, but I'm going to let him go. We're running around, and I turned the corner, and I remember Travis trying to grab me. But I thought Travis was just trying to, you know how Travis is. I thought he was just trying to fuck with me. Mm-hmm. So I, like, shedded. That's how I know I could have played football. Like, I shedded that block. Like, yeah. Like, I shed that shit.
Right in,
and I shed the block, and then Zai came up because I had slowed down, and he grabbed me. But he, like, threw me straight into Ace as he was yakking. So my whole side of my body was just soaking.
Hold on. But you gotta say, hold on. Ethan, as soon as it happened, Ethan got up and went, dude, no. he's walking towards the exit. I'm like, bro, calm down. Jason can get you some clothes.
Bro, I was so hot because I was looking for Zai. Like, I love Zai to death, but I was so hot. I was looking for Zai. I was like, Zai. But then Zai did the thing. You know what Zai does when he looks and he goes, he tries to think that nobody saw him, and he ran so fucking fast out that door. I was like, bro, where's Zai? Like, where is Zai? Like, where is it? I was so hot. I literally grabbed X. I was like, bro, I'm going home. Like that, I'm thrown up on. I'm so mad.
Wow, you got thrown up on.
I was so mad, bro. And then like Gage and like Jason X called me down there. Like, Ethan, just go. Like, Jason has clothes. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he has clothes. So I went and grabbed clothes from Jason. I'm like literally in the fucking in the shower, like rinsing like my thrown up clothes. I'm like, fucking. I was like right back. I was so fucking mad, bro. I was like a psychopath.
And the rest of the night, bro. He's like,
oh, you were with him while he's bringing it up.
Yeah, he was like, bro. The rest of the night, he was like, Ace, I'm never letting Ace forget this. Ace owes me one.
Facts. And I will cash it in one day. I will cash it in. And I was
money in the bank.
And everyone like came out there like, bro, did you just get here? And I was like, nah, I've been here. And I was like, oh, because were you wearing something different? I said, yeah, I just got yacked on, like, all over. And they were like, like, bro, I was so mad.
Oh, hold on, but we should mention, too, you weren't the only one who got thrown up on. Ace was, while he was sitting in that, like, at the end of the island, threw up, like, 4 or 5 times. And he threw up on one of the girls that was, like, with him. And she had to change into, like, she was wearing, like, a T-shirt and then, like, shorts rolled up.
Oh.
Because they didn't fit her.
Oh.
You saw her. You guys saw her at the party, right?
You're right, but I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. I was more so mad that I got thrown up, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
that's
like,
fair.
Ace, that was the next L that Ace took, and then after that, because then more people started showing up, and I'm like, all right, I got thrown up on, but like, it's a funny story. You know what I mean? I'll do shit for the funny story. Like, oh, I can just tell this like tomorrow.
Yeah, and at this point, it was the birthday boy and one other guy. We were like, okay, that's it, right?
There's
no more throwing up.
It was him and Jalen, and Jalen was like fighting demons in the bathroom. Bro. Like he was fighting demons
in the bathroom,
and he was just good until it wasn't in the bathroom because everybody then came out. We're all talking, and then one by one, Jordan, Vic is fighting demons on the couch.
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon.
Brandon. I know, bro. Brandon poured a shot that was at least like, red Solo cup, right? That shit was like a quarter of the red Solo cup.
So 2 fingers? 3 fingers?
Probably three. 3 of those. He 3-fingered his shit, bro. And I told him, like, bro, that's a big ass shot, fam. Like, I don't know if you really want to take it. Like, I told him straight up, because I was thinking a regular ass, schmegular, like, raising the bottom of the cup ass shot. You know what I'm saying? So then, that nigga, he's like, no, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm only tipsy right now, and I've been drinking all day, so I might as well just get drunk. Yeah, nigga. Sounds like his ass.
And then this is what happened. Where after you keep my eye come out, at this point, my friends had came. Because I told them that they were like, like with our friends, I always gotta warn, like, if I'm bringing any girls with me, like, I love our friends today, but I always gotta tell them, like, hey, there's probably not gonna be any other girls there, so take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like, take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? And they showed up like, and they were like, oh my god, what is happening? Because it was legit like straight out of like a fucking movie. Everybody was yakking on the walls, on the carpet, everywhere. And they pulled up, and then Brandon was just sitting on the couch. And they're like, "Oh, what's wrong with him?" I was like, "Oh, he's fighting.
He's fighting a losing battle."
Like,
and no, bro, he was just sitting on the couch.
Like
and then I remember, bro, just all over the place, like, all over himself, all over the couch. Just
all you hear is, and then everybody, because we're standing next to him, like he's not more than like 5 feet away, and we all go, "Oh my god!" And like, I remember I grabbed the chick because he was finna like the waterfall all over her, and I grabbed it, and I was like, "Oh my god, bro!" Like I love Brandon to death, but he. And then everywhere, like on the couch, like, and he like yacked with like not projectile, but he like fountained it like all over himself, and like I was like, oh my gosh, because he was just sitting there, and I could tell like he had that realization where he woke up and he was like, what did I just do? And then he booked it to the bathroom, and I was like, all right. That's 3. That's 3 bodies
3
right
outside in like we're not even counting the people who were already in
the bathroom,
the room, in the bathroom.
These are the people that like threw up like as we were there. I was like, all right, cool. Like that's I was like, I think we all collectively look at each other. We're like, all right, we got like a 30, 40 more minutes of this because everybody's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, cool. And then I remember Jordan, like he would just stand on the wall, like just doing this. I was like, all right, he's next. Like 5 minutes.
Bro, this nigga's just walking around praying on niggas' downfalls. This is not even partying. This nigga's just looking around like, oh yeah, this nigga's gonna throw up. Watch this.
I ignored Jordan, and then I'm like, and then I saw out of the corner of my eye some like a little light skinned guy run with his underwear on, and just a towel over my head. And I remember I looked at everybody. I was like, "Did we just see that?" And they were like, "Yeah, who is it?" And I was like, and I looked at the wall behind me. I was like, "Was that Jordan?" Bro, I don't know how all his clothes came off that fast, bro. I was crying. I was like, "Bro, Jordan, what happened?" And bro, I go into the bedroom. Bro, it was dead bodies.
Whose bedroom was it?
It was Ace's, dead bodies all over the place. Like the whole room smelled like throw up. Ace was throwing up on the side of his bed, onto the carpet. Jalen threw up at the edge of the bed, onto the carpet. Who else?
Bro, it's funny. They all woke up and said, we gotta run that back. They all woke up on their stories and said, part 2 coming soon. Like, but I would have thought that I would have thought that they would have had like a raging time. But it sounds like
it was a raging time. Like if you weren't throwing up, like it was just hilarious and gross. Like it was straight out of a movie.
Oh,
and they're all yakking, and I'm like, the girls who came, they were sweet girls, like bless their heart, because they were like helping the guys. They're like, all right, like come on, like giving them water, giving them trash bags. I'm like, y'all are better friends than me. Like I was tapping them on the back, like putting like a finger in there, making sure they were breathing. I was like, you good? And I was like, all right, you go to sleep. Like I would throw a towel, and I was like, all right, cool. But bro, like while I was in there, like every 30 seconds, someone would wake up out of their sleep and then go to the bathroom and yeah, bro, the bathroom. The walls was yacked on. The side of the toilet was yacked on. The toilet yacked on.
Okay, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that because the cleanup is like it's just as funny as it in itself. But they yacked on the toilet, yacked in the sink, bro. The toilet was overflowing because they were drunk and they didn't put a paper towel toilet paper, so they were doing paper towels into the toilet.
Yeah.
in the bathroom one, so it's wet on the floor.
And this is the bathroom, like in the main, like.
No, this is in the bedroom and in the main one, the
Yeah.
same thing. Like because we're in the middle of the party and everyone's standing because water's on the floor, and then we just see like people walk out of the bathroom,
Yeah.
and we're like, bro,
This is a shit show.
Literally.
bro, it was a fucking like
A literal shit
it
show.
was a little shit show, and we're like, bro, what's happening? And like, I remember one of our buddies was like, yeah, bro, toilet's overflowing, and we're like, no fucking shit. Like it's like an inch deep of water. Like what are you talking about? And he's like, all right. And he kept going up to Jason. I could see Jason was like one by one, like he was losing his patience because Jason wasn't drinking, but he was cool with them having this at his place. Like, but he made it explicitly clear, like I'm not cleaning none of this up. You know what I mean? Because I don't do none of this.
I wouldn't
this
either.
is all y'all. And I respect it because
That's respectable.
I would never do that.
At least I let you, like, I'm cool with you having it, but I'm not finna be responsible for your bullshit.
But props to those guys, all the guys who got fucked up and all the guys who lived there, because they cleaned it up the next day.
They
And
woke up
Jason-
at like 8 a.m. Bro, Jason said they woke up at 8 a.m. and they were already cleaning, which is not like our friends.
So,
that is
But
not.
what happened was,
applaud them.
I don't know, man. Because if I would have did that, put yourself in their shoes, right?
Yeah,
If I just yacked all
I'm different
over-
than them though. Keep in mind.
Okay.
In the sense of in cleaning, like I clean more than they do.
Okay, yeah.
Not saying that they're dirty. I'm not gonna.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah,
screw
they're
them
not.
up,
They're
right?
not dirty. They're dirty people.
Yeah.
But say if we had yacked in front of girls, fam, at a party with our nice clothes on, the first thing you want to do is to clean up the thing because you're ashamed, bro. That is top tier. That is some top tier. Like,
Hey,
oh my god,
They have no shame though. They have no shame
that-
because they woke up the next morning, put on their stories. Hey, family reunion. We're running it back soon. I was like, running it back.
Actually, you're right. They did have
Bro,
no shame.
I was telling Jason, I was like, bro, Jason, you hear what they said? He's like, oh, there's not going to be a part 2. Not in my apartment. There's no part 2 at my apartment. Because he had to then go, like, unplunge the toilet in the middle of the party. He walked out with the plunger. And
Oh,
we were all
he's
like,
the only sober one.
yeah, he's the only sober one.
Yeah.
And I respect him because, like, who else is going to fix the toilet?
Yeah.
And I can't just have, like, toilet water everywhere.
Yeah.
But he was like, I'm not touching the toilet. Like, I unclogged it tomorrow. Everybody else, and he's better than me because like I'm like a neat freaking. I would have had to clean it up right there. I would have kicked everybody out.
Okay,
Am I
but
gonna lie?
hold on. I'm just saying, like, first off, the fact that they got it done at 8 in the morning, that's commendable because they were totally drunk, bro.
they
I'm
were-
surprised they weren't like
How did they wake
hungover.
up
Yeah, I
at 8
know.
in
That's
the
what I'm
morning?
saying.
Because they never wake up for anything, bro. Like that's what's blowing my mind. Like they don't wake up for. They always like whenever we gotta go someplace like. They're on what is it, CPT, Color People Time? Like they're always late to everything we go to. And I'm like, bro, and Jason was like, yeah, bro, I woke up at like 9:30 because I knew I had to clean some of this stuff up. And they were already started cleaning, which I gotta respect.
Yeah.
I respect that, yeah.
Because whenever I was leaving, like, bro, dead bodies everywhere. But everybody was safe to, everybody was safe. Like, besides throwing up,
Hold on.
everybody was all cool.
We missed a big part of the story.
What
we
happened?
have to talk about Dev.
Oh my God, Devin Glass. Devin Glass, the hero. Our Dark Knight. Bro, he's the hero, bro. He showed up already. Because you know how Dev is. Sometimes Dev's like too cool to do shit. Like he'll just sit in the corner like, and just like play with his face.
Yeah,
and wait
Look, twist his dreads and shit. And then you ask him questions, he's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just chilling, bruh.
And then he'll wait for a girl to come talk to him, and then that's when he'll start moving. But Dev came in like with his shoulders rolling. I was like, oh my Dev, I ain't never seen you move like that. And he came, bro. I've never seen Dev dance his ass off like as much as he did. Bro, he was legit like doing this in the middle of the party.
My nigga was popping off.
Bro, he was doing everything. And I was like, we were just laughing at them. We were like, all right, Dev, fuck yeah. And then I remember one time, keep in mind, there's toilet water on the floor, right? Dev was dancing. He turned the corner and like a fucking Mario Kart character, like the banana peel. Yeah. And then all you saw was his legs in the air, bro. And we're like, bro, Dev, are you good? And he was just on the floor like this, eyes wide open. And we're like, bro, Dev. And he's like, I'm good. And he stood up. He stood up and then just ran. It just ran around the whole apartment. And then keep in mind, this is all happening while I'm in the other room with Jalen and,
oh my God.
and Ace and them, make sure they get
So I was in the main part where Dev was, and Dev, dude, I love that dude. He was just feeling himself, having the greatest time
I've never
dancing.
seen Dev like that.
I hadn't either, but he was just like, Gage, dude, we need to get on the podcast and like we need to go to a Rockets game and all this shit. I was like, all right, Dev, I see you. All right, man. Well, we were getting ready to leave too, because I mean, it was just the house was disgusting by the time like 12:30 hit around.
It might have been like just 12.
Might have just been midnight. We were just like, all right, fuck it, we gotta get out of here. So Ethan went to go check on the guys who were in the bedroom.
Actually, Dev is dancing around.
Dev is still dancing around, yeah.
And we grabbed Dev. We were like, all right, cool. We went with some of the girls and went to a kickback, chilling. And apparently, after we left, Dev ran out the crib. ran out the crib, busted a left, right, and then ran into the next door apartment of a room. Because they were having a party too. So he just went in there by himself. Keep in mind, he's supposed to stay with Travis, like at the other building, like in the apartment complex. And Travis was like, bro, I don't know where he is. Like, I don't know where he went. And so he went back to the crib. And then at this time, Brandon had sobered up. Because Brandon wasn't even that plastered. Like, he was sober enough to take videos of everybody, like, laughing and stuff like that. But after he threw up, Brandon, like, changed, took a shower, and he was chilling. But he caught Dev. Like, apparently him and Fern caught Dev running out, and he just fell. Like, he fell, like, in the grass. He tripped and ate shit in the grass and was chilling. And he was just rocking back and forth like this. And then when he did it, he stood back up. He put his backpack back on. Keep in mind, he didn't take his backpack off the entire night. I don't know how he was doing all those dances with that stupid-ass camo backpack on the whole night. And he just... And because, their apartment's at the corner of the apartment complex. He booked it past, like, 3 buildings. Drunk by himself.
Wasn't Jason trying to get him?
Gage was trying to get him. He was like, bro, Dev, come. And Dev just booked it. And he went up to Travis's and they were like, bro, where did he go? Like, where did he go? Like,
He found Travis's?
Yeah. Because I was on FaceTime. Keep in mind, like, the coincidence. I was on FaceTime with Travis on the phone. I said, where's Dev? He said, bro, Dev just ran into somebody's apartment. Like, nobody knows where he is. And then when that happened, all you hear is... And he's like, don't tell me. And then he opened the door and all you hear is, whoa! And Dev had just walked into the crib. I was like, bro, no way he was like this. He said, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta deal with this. And then, Dev was next to me too. He went up and was laying on the floor, butt ass hanging out, yakking all over the place. But I think if you ask all of them, that's what I like about our friends. Like, they're not ashamed of anything.
Oh, no, they're not ashamed.
Like, they're not ashamed of any of their behavior. Like, they'll own up to it. Like,
oh, hell yeah.
And they, like I said, they want to run it back, like, as soon as possible. And I'm like, bro, y'all need time to recover. Like, because that's the craziest shit I've ever seen them do. Like, I never want to be a part of, like, that much stir up again.
Yeah, me neither.
I ain't gonna lie, sounds like that one scene off of Family Guy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it was. Everyone was just, like, hitting that hell, like... I ain't gonna lie, that shit I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I would have thought that shit was fake.
I think after that night, like, I have, like, a phobia now of throwing up. Like, I can't be around it no more.
Yeah, me too, man. It was just like... It was just really gross amounts of it. Like, the thing is, like, it's okay if 1 or 2 people throw up and, it's in the general vicinity. Okay, I'll get out of the way. But it was so many people, and then, like...
The wall, every bedroom you go...
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. You couldn't walk into any room without there being any residue or, like... toilet water on the floor too. I was just like, dude, we need to get that.
Bro, this sounds fake.
Because they have they have a really nice apartment.
Yeah.
And it's really like spacious, but like literally the only space like everybody could chill at. And keep in mind, like at this time because it started with like 10, 12 people, and then it got up to like 28, 30 something people, I would think.
Yeah.
And it's like 30 people just in this couch side of the apartment, just all squished over there because nobody wanted to move where the toilet water was. And yeah, it just taught me one thing, like I'm never having like that type of party at my crib ever again. And
everyone just stayed there? How long did everyone stay there?
They left around the same time we did.
Which was?
12.
Around midnight.
Yeah.
So how long were y'all there until?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
literally a movie, 90 minutes.
Like Yak 2K happened in like an hour and a half. Like,
that's the name of the episode. Too.
Yak 2K, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because like they can't do this again. They can't get because I wanted to have fun with them, but I couldn't even have fun with them because I was getting thrown up on.
Yeah.
Like they need to have this again, where.
But next time Ethan's getting drunk too.
Yeah, I have no problem doing it as long as I don't have to throw up or any thick spit. No, I'm not. Okay, fine. I'll do it because you already know who I am. The Matrix, the blonde bomber.
Oh no. The young Rottweiler.
Ow, ow. He really does that.
Yeah.
This reminds me of I've never been a part of this because like in high school we never had parties like this.
I mean, we had parties like in Allen, like we had parties, but not where everyone was yakking like that. But we had some yackers. Don't best believe we had some like yackers, but not. That sounds different. That sounds like a whole bunch of people who don't drink for real got together and decided to get drunk on a birthday because that's what you're supposed to do on somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
And they paid the price.
Yeah.
They paid the ultimate price.
Well, I mean, I liked how you were comparing the events that transpired at the party to a basketball game because I kind of want to give an MVP of the night.
I think we should give one.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to give your first MVP?
Furnace. Furnace is my MVP. Furnace is my MVP because Furnace, I love Furnace to death. But Furnace used to be the horniest guy whenever he got that drink in him. Oh my, like he'd be in the side of the table. Like we just be at their crib and he'd just be grinding on the table. We all be looking at him.
I've seen that before 1 or 2 times.
And we're like, bro, Furnace, are you good? He's like, bro, like, I think he look at Travis. He's like, bro, Travis, you just look too good right now, Travis. I'm like, Furnace, what's happening, bro? Like, what are you doing? But he was a trooper because he didn't throw up and he was on his best behavior.
Yep.
He didn't throw up. He didn't hurt nobody. He didn't trip. Didn't throw up at all.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, good job, Fern. Alright, so our first MVP, Fern, congratulations. Alright, you're next, Marcus.
Who would have to be my MVP? I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm sorry, Ethan, but I'm gonna have to give the MVP to Zai.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. He might have thrown you in some throw up, but even when he was, you best believe, after we left, he was blackout. That dude was actually blackout. But for him to be that blackout drunk, he was actually doing what he does best. You know what I'm saying? He was on the hunt, as they say, as we say. You know what I'm saying? And he found his prey. That's for sure.
He found his victim.
I was trying to use every word, but
It's a chill.
I was like,
I ain't like that chill. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke, but I can't believe you really gave it to Zai. Like you're just making my blood boil right now.
I ain't gonna lie,
man. That
man.
threw me and throw up. Like you really gave him MVP for that night.
I mean, if he doesn't do that, man, then your night probably doesn't go that way. So if you really think about it, like,
No, my night goes exactly that way, except I stay in the same fit I was in. I don't got to change. My night goes better if he doesn't do that. Oh my gosh. So Gage, what about you?
Okay, my MVP. Okay, I think the easy one, the one we all have to agree on, is Jason. I think Jason, obviously, but I'm gonna go Travis for this one because I think Travis, honestly, he kept the party open just a little bit longer. If he hadn't moved the first couple people who were throwing up into bathrooms, that party would have been over by 11:30.
You're right.
How much throw up would have been on the floor. So, Trav, way to bring out the defensive tackle and grab people and put them in bedrooms. Way to go, Trav.
the Vince Wilfork came on that.
And hold on, this is actually a really nice transition into what we want to talk about next. Trav, you're going to play defensive tackle. Stop trying to play wide receiver.
You can never play wide receiver with me.
Because we have a clip, and we would love to show it on screen while we show Marcus.
Versus Ethan.
Keep in mind, right? Like for our audio listeners, all night Travis had been talking crap about me. Like, because we were watching
Bro, that looked exactly how you think it would look. That looked exactly how you thought it would look from both parties. Because Trav was a big nigga doing some little nigga shit, and Ethan was a little nigga trying to corral a big nigga. Like, that's exactly what this looked like.
You see the ball in his face? Bro, Fernand's throwing him the ball.
You can see Trav trying to bat the ball down to at least not get smacked in the face.
Okay, so that was actually the second rep because the first one.
Hold on. Let's give the audio listeners like what actually happened. Because bro, this happened yesterday. We were crying because you know how Travis is, right? He likes to spread this agenda that I'm the most unathletic person who's ever walked like the face of the earth.
And I ain't gonna lie, it's halfway believable.
No, it's not though, because like I get it. I went to an early college high school, right? But we was early college high school champs. All right, I'm like
what, chess?
Yeah, no. Chill. 2-time basketball champ, the greatest to ever do. I'm back to back. A lot of people, the Spurs never went back to back. That's all I'm finna say. But and I was like, bro, Travis, like, stop talking shit to me. Like, I'm obviously more athletic than Travis. I'm obviously more athletic than Travis. And Travis like, Ethan, you're really not like, you're really not. I'm like, all right, let's go run routes. He's like, fine. Let me put my Crocs in sport mode. So he flipped like the inside of the Croc. And then,
that should give you superpowers though, for
not Travis.
So the first play, right? I was like, all right, let me get Travis because I already know that I'm gonna burn him, bro. Right? 5 steps, fake like I was getting the double move, fake like I was getting the ball, and then burnt Travis. Like one handed snagged that hoe too. I didn't even have to jump.
Okay, shut up. Okay,
I didn't
hold on. No, it was a good route, good completion by Fern, and Ethan burned him. Yeah, I'll give you that.
And then
It wasn't no Odell shit.
No, I didn't do it like this, but I like I caught it like this, like with my chest, like karate with my chest.
So you didn't really have to catch it in one hand. You just did it for the style.
Did it to Judge Travis, like fuck you, yeah. And so we line up for the second rep because Travis is like, all right, I'm gonna fucking get you back because you're really not shit. I'm like, all right, Travis, we're gonna see. I line up with Travis. He does the same route you see in that video, and the same outcome happened. It was like a NASCAR flat tire. Like bro, he's trying to slant.
Yeah, that's more like an 18-wheeler.
Like he brought heavy ass feet, like heavy ass feet. Like I knew what he was fucking doing. He went, bam, cut inside, and his fucking right leg just popped. Like the sport mode on the Krog popped out. His whole shoe flew in the air, and he just ate shit before Furnace even threw the ball. And we was all legit crying. We felt bad. We're like, bro, is Travis hurt? And you know how Travis is. He's like, I'm fine. Like, let's run it back. Like, you got fucking lucky. And then we talked him into it. Like, Travis, just do it without shoes. You got it.
Dev talked him into doing it without shoes. Because he got up and I was like, bro, did your Crocs break? And he's like, yeah, they broke.
He's like, sport mode failed me. And then Dev was like, bro, Travis, just let's run it back. Like, you got to burn Ethan. Like, take your shoes off and let's run it back. Travis was like, all right, fine. And he just like put in the video the exact same fucking round. Keep in mind, he's trying to be a smart ass and look at me like fake, double move, cut inside, the same route happened. Trips, and as he's a slow-mo eat shit. Like he's going, like he's crawling on the ground trying to pick himself back up. And then Burners hits him in the face with the football.
I was on the ground, literally laying in the middle of the street, laughing my ass off.
Bro, like I wish somebody was recording us, like at like another building. Like, oh my god, look at these fucking idiots trying to run routes, like in the middle of the street.
Bro, I know Travis look, bro, like a fish out of water.
Bro, Travis, like he's...
Look, you get to see the little move he does.
Hold on, look at him looking at me. Look at him looking at me. All right. Yeah.
Look at Fern already throwing the ball.
I ain't gonna lie, the way that he's like skip hopping.
Yeah, he's trying to get
like
me.
he's trying to hit like one of those receiver moves.
It's like one of those.
Oh my god.
Man. So, I mean, I think we had a lot of fun, and we've talked about now actually going out and playing. But Ethan tells me that you played at Allen.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if I want to go out there and play anymore. What position did you play?
I was like linebacker, safety, like a hybrid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you would lock down then.
Oh yeah.
Not me though.
No, whatever Ethan just did in that video, bro, that would actually be airplane hush down, shut down mode.
Like I'm ridiculous. You don't understand. We're gonna do it one day, and y'all are gonna say you're gonna realize what you.
All I gotta say is we played interim football one year.
Oh my.
I was obviously the best player on the team
Because I didn't sign up because y'all were
Again-
fake and didn't give me the invite. So, and I was coach. I was literally sitting on the sideline holding everybody's jewelry
like
like
he
a
said.
bitch.
Like he said, we were fake and we didn't give him the invite. Why do you think we did that? That wasn't a mistake. That was a calculated decision. We all had a vote, and he didn't make it.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. That's just how that.
all of y'all for that. I remember I was sitting at the table with Ace and Taylor, and I think you were there too. And the guy, the white boy came up and was like, "Hey, I need some guys on the team." And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm finna play.
Oh, and this is the time that we remember the aforementioned blonde hair and the NMDs. This is the time he's wearing robes. Like, we're not gonna have this guy play football. Come on, what position would he play? I'm sorry, Ethan. But at that time, there was no way I saw any ounce of athleticism in your body.
But now?
But what about that one time when we were playing at the rec and I blew my ankle out doing a crossover? You don't remember that when we was up at the top?
Exactly, you blew your ankle. I was like, oh.
But it was a sick crossover. Like it was tween in and out.
Pujo?
No, nobody was in front of me. And I pulled it back. I pulled it back. But it was, bro. And I remember because we was all sitting there, and I was like, yeah. And when I did like that, my ankle like went 90 degrees.
Oh, I remember that because you actually did hurt your ankle.
Like, and I was limping. Like I was sitting on the floor, like. And everybody had, because they were playing on the next squad, they're like, bro, Ethan, what are you doing on the floor? I was like, bro, like, I legit, like, sprained my ankle. And they, bro, stop playing. And I was like, bro, like, I'm not lying.
I remember, because we were like, bro, just get up, bro. He's like, no, like, I actually sprained my ankle.
But I was a trooper because I went to every party for the first 3 weeks of school with a sprained ankle. And like a tennis, don't do that. It was like a tennis ball size like bump on my like leg. Like I had Jason like every couple of nights like send a picture because his mom's a nurse. And I sent it. I was like, bro, like ask your mom like if this look bad. And he's like, all right, man.
No way.
And and Jason was like, bro, like I'll send it to her, like, but I can see it. Like that's a sprained ankle. I was like, but I want to make sure, you know what I mean? And his mom was like, oh yeah, like he's definitely sprained his ankle. I was like, all right, then there's no point in me going to the hospital. Like I might as well just
might as well thug it out.
Like, I thug it out.
It's not like they even do anything for a sprained ankle. They just give you ice and tell you to
wrap it up.
They brace it, yeah.
And don't walk on it too much. Like shit, I wasn't gonna do that anyways.
But
so
I'm not gonna go play basketball.
Here's $2,000 now. Like fuck
But
that.
to be fair, I did end up walking on it for like the next 3 weeks.
I ain't gonna lie, you just kind of have to go here.
Yeah.
But
Especially with all the fucking hills.
But I definitely like if I went to Island, I definitely would have made the team. Definitely.
Okay, so you played. So you played football at one of the best high school, or basically one of the best football high schools in the nation.
Yeah.
It's safe to say
very
that.
fair.
Yeah, I think that's
Allen is a high school football powerhouse.
Yeah.
Did you win a state championship?
Yeah, I got one.
You got one?
I got one.
He lets me wear the ring sometimes.
Yeah, Ethan has actually never ever even seen that ring in person in his life, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Why are you lying to the audience? You let me try it on sometimes when I come over.
What? He's never been in my house. This nigga doesn't even know where I live. He doesn't even know where I live. He doesn't even know my actual physical address.
So what year did you win it in?
We won in my junior year, so 2018. 2018.
That was my senior year.
Against Lake Travis.
We lost to Lake Travis in the playoffs.
Yeah, we actually beat them. Yeah, that was.
So we could have played each other actually if our team didn't lose to Lake Travis.
How bad did you lose to Lake Travis by?
Actually, not that much. I think the final score was like 38-17.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, we held our own against Lake Travis.
I get
well,
it.
dude. I mean, but
Were there starters in the whole game?
Their starters?
Yeah. Like, so you had Garrett Wilson. And
Garrett Wilson,
Matt Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
all those guys.
That's not
I respect it. I respect
Well, dude, the thing is, and this isn't a shot at, like, I'm from San Antonio, so there are a lot of good football players from San Antonio, and there are a lot of good football programs in San Antonio, but they're not touching any of the programs in Dallas.
Yeah.
They're not touching any of the programs in Houston. They're not touching any of the programs in Austin. Let's be honest.
San Antonio's definitely the bottom.
Dallas is the best one.
They're the worst, like, major city.
I'd say there goes Dallas, Houston, Austin.
I would say
Then San
Austin.
Antonio probably.
You'll say Austin over Houston?
Well, all right, you guys are more high school football experts than me, but I think when I think of Austin, I think of Austin, Westlake,
And Lake Travis.
Vanderbilt.
Austin has like those perennial
They got the three.
powerhouses that are like,
even like Buddha and all of them, like not Buddha, but like it's in the same. You know what I mean? Like a bunch
Rock
of
walls,
but you got it too. Houston got like North Shore, Katy.
Yeah.
Like Houston, I think Houston definitely is a step above Austin.
Yeah.
But because Austin just relies on a strong base, but it doesn't have
big
that.
Too.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, it's just Westlake and Lake Travis and
Yeah.
Austin. Like those are the two perennial state championships.
Other than that, they got people gonna go to the playoffs, but we ain't worried about them once they get there.
Exactly. In San Antonio, bro, like there's only two teams that have won a state championship like in the past 20 years, and it's Judson and Steele. And after that, and they're not even like actually a part of San Antonio.
Yeah, they're Austin. That's what I'm trying to say. Just now they are.
Well, not Austin, but they're like right outside of San Antonio. They're not considered San Antonio. So
And Dallas has Allen. You can speak more names, but
We got Allen, Prosper's pretty good. Cedar Hill, Duncanville, DeSoto,
hey, we can even go to Fort Worth on South Lake, Euless Trinity.
South Lake, Euless,
Dogs.
Trinity.
That's because that's where I'm from. I live right over there.
Highland Park, Alito. I mean, it just depends on what Denton Geyer, the Denton school, Denton Ryan.
Coach Walsh now is the head coach at St. Marcus High School, and they're nowhere near as good. That's what I'm saying. Is like I think by far Dallas is the best high school, like the best state for high school football.
Because bro, I was like, it goes back to like everybody thinking that
state.
like,
I'm an idiot. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. I guess I'll say what I meant is the programs are in the best states.
Yeah.
Like the central part of Texas, no one wins state championships here. Like San Antonio, like Austin,
and like West Texas and all them, man, they ain't been winning shit since since Mojo, since Friday Night Lights, bro. They have not won shit since Friday Night Lights.
Bad, and like I was telling them, like especially this year, because Southlake has a dog that he's playing at Ohio State right now. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers. And bro, I saw because I live in Southlake. It's like a block, bro. I watched it, but bro, he's an awful haircut, awful. But he's like the best quarterback I've ever seen, like actually live.
I ain't gonna lie, I think that title will forever and always go to Kyler Murray.
K1, yeah.
But the things that I've seen that nigga do with football, bro.
So you played with Kyler Murray?
No, I never played with him. I mean, shit, I wish, bro. If I played with Kyler Murray, that would have made my job on defense so much easier. We could let up 50 and we would still be confident that we would win the game.
When did Kyler Murray leave? I thought he was there, like especially.
He left. Kyler left when I was in 8th grade. So before I even moved to Texas, Kyler was gone.
Where'd he go? Oh my gosh, I
He
know
was at A&M.
Yes,
He went to A&M and then he went to OU.
we were having this conversation the other day, like that. I think would. At first, like I had to think about it because there's a lot of great quarterbacks that's come out of Texas, like Matthew Stafford, Nick Foles,
Drew Brees.
Even though Drew Brees doesn't rep Dallas, but like he's
Austin.
He's Austin, yeah. But and I was like, if you think about it, RG3 might be the best one in the sense of. Let me explain my parameters. Playing football in Texas and playing high school in Texas, because K1 left. All those guys left. The only one that stayed was Andy Dalton, and Andy Dalton was a dog.
He's saying that high
They
school
played
athletes
their college?
they played
Yeah.
Texas college. Yeah.
If we count Oklahoma, because I think RG3 might be better than.
But I feel like Oklahoma's like Texas's little brother, cousin. I don't like see. I don't really see
We
them.
just made so many people mad. Just like he's saying Oklahoma. He's
No, he's saying the state of Oklahoma,
I
not
know.
OU as a program.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm an OU Boomer Sooner.
Yeah.
No, I'm not with that. But like
Yeah.
the state of Oklahoma is. Come on, bro. We can be honest about that. That's not somewhere that. There's not people who want to say I want to live in Oklahoma. Like I've never heard somebody actually say that with a straight face.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But he's like, because I think RG3 was like that, like up until like second year of watching it, but he was at Baylor, he was like that in high school, he was like that, you know what I mean? And K1 left. Dalton wasn't really like that in high school, but he was like that at TCU.
Yeah, he was.
Bro, I mean,
he was
him
like
in Boise State.
Who was their receiver?
Oh my gosh!
Who was a receiver at TCU that Dalton was dotting it to? It was him and Dalton. I don't know. It's gonna bother me really bad.
Yeah, but that era of Big 12 was amazing. Like even though they were in the MAC-10, because he had not him, but like just them and Boise State, because it was Kellen Moore. Doug Martin was a dog at Boise State.
Yeah, he was. Doug Martin was. That's why they called him Dougie Fresh.
Right, and UT had my favorite, like the best white boy duo to ever walk the planet of the earth. Like Colt McCoy and Jordan Shipley were really
I
like.
ain't gonna lie, those white boys is raw. That boy Jordan Shipley got that hair. Boy, that boy was And they be sleeping on white receivers, but he was actually a tough one. He was tough.
It still breaks my heart that Colt McCoy was never really that good. Well, he was okay. He's a backup, but like I thought he was gonna be like that guy.
I feel like we could have predicted.
Hey, we could talk about Myles Garrett too, because Myles Garrett went to Arlington, Martin,
Ooh.
and then played at A&M, and then now he's
Myles Garrett's a Dallas fan.
yeah. Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett would have to be up there, but if we're only talking about quarterbacks, then I guess we can say RG3.
That's fair.
I guess
I'm looking through a list of just all.
Drew went to Purdue. Fuck.
Yeah, but he was supposed to go to UT because his dad was wasn't his dad the coach at UT? I'm tripping, right? I think his dad.
Drew Brees?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
His dad might have been the coach at Purdue, but I know his dad had something to do with both other programs.
He wanted him to go.
I think his dad wanted him to go to UT, but he was like, "Oh no, I'm sure I'm not gonna go." It was one or the other.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think just I like talking to people about their experiences in high school football because I feel like everyone has such a different experience. Like X didn't play at a 6A school like we did, and even I played at a 6A school, and we didn't have half the amount of people that y'all did. And
yeah, that shit was
even the football success.
I would call it like going to, like, okay, so coming out of when I was getting ready to come out of college, I had like Division II offers and shit, but when I would go on those visits, man, it was like going from Allen to a Division II football school was just so much of a drop off that like I feel like if I would have went to a school that wasn't Allen, I would have been able to do it because I'm like, oh yeah, like this is a nicer than what I got, but I'm like, motherfucker, I'm going from Nike sponsorship to you want me to bring my own cleats? Really, I never even thought about bringing my own cleats to practice. Like, why would I bring my own cleats or buy my own stuff?
That's
like,
so crazy.
What the heck? Like, that stuff is supposed to be provided for me.
Yeah, that's because I guess in that way you were kind of like in a little like privileged. Like,
Oh, for sure. But I will say that it wasn't you. They made you earn that privilege. On my soul, you was out there, boy. It was something. It wasn't no walk in the field for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I know a lot of people. I mean, it's under the table. You're not really supposed to talk about it, but recruiting.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what he's talking about.
All right.
I don't know what he's talking about. Everybody who went to Allen was residents of Allen.
Oh, yeah.
We can look up their addresses right now, and it's going to pull up an Allen address, and that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Well, that's great to hear. So we still got a couple more minutes left in the show, and since you're a big football guy, and we usually try to save the sports segments till the end of the show, so girls will keep watching.
Even though there are girls at Westport, like we know what y'all want to hear.
Yeah.
You want to hear the fun stories. Yeah, 2K. We know what y'all want to hear. All right.
Y'all don't want to hear our sports takes. That's why we save them for the end of the show, so you can stick around.
Yeah.
Hey, but shout out to the girls that stand just for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
Shout out to the. You know what I'm saying? Hey, X called it. You know what I'm saying behind it. He ain't gonna say it though. But
Are you done?
Nah, I feel like I'm playing. I got.
All right, so we can talk about the NFL first. Who's your favorite team, man?
Steelers, man. Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Ever since the Steelers had that, they had the Super Bowl in Detroit. I'm from Detroit, and that's why I'm born and raised. I moved to Texas 9th grade, whatever.
You saying that hurt my stomach.
But yeah, whatever. So I moved to Texas 9th grade, but in 8th grade, or not in 8th grade, back when I was a kid, back in like 04, the Steelers played the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. And
Sean Alexander?
That was Sean Alexander.
Yeah.
That was back in the good old days, right?
My first Madden I ever got was that one.
That's me too. And he was on the bro. Okay, anyways. So that year, whoever won the Super Bowl that year is probably going to get my football allegiance. So the Steelers won the Super Bowl. Ever since then, I've been a Steelers fan.
That's fair. All right.
So
Well,
with it being 2 weeks into the season,
how do you feel about that?
how do you feel about the Steelers? 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, I hate the Steelers, and I'll admit it, I hate the Steelers. I thought they've looked like they look alright.
I feel like, honestly, like, I think we look like a playoff team, like a fringe playoff team. But in all honesty, bro, I kind of don't want to make the playoffs. Like, I wouldn't mind having a bad season so we could go ahead and get a Spencer Rattler or something and call it a day, bro. I'm trying to be set for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
You're a Spencer Rattler guy?
Bannon needs to be.
I like
gone.
Spence. I think that he's a good NFL talent.
Okay.
His arm talent is unmatched. You can't teach that.
Well, one of those Oklahoma quarterbacks, it all circles back. Man.
Yeah.
I
It
just
does.
feel like between college, high school, and professional, it just all circles back. But looks like we're running out of time. So before we go, we got one more segment we like to do before with our guests. PSA.
PSA time.
Get it off your chest.
For those who are listening, every segment end of the show, it's one of my favorite segments. We do a PSA, right? So you do some sort of public service announcement that you just want to get off your chest that's really irking your soul. Like we've had our war against homeless people. It sounds bad like with no context, but like go back and listen. What else? Licking stuff in grocery stores. How like we need to take away airports. Like we've lost the privilege of airports. Like we should be doing horse and buggy from now on. Just stuff like that. So what do you have to get off your chest for the people to know?
All right, I just want to give PSA to all the dudes out there. No homo. But I just want to say...
I feel this has to be the best PSA we had.
Okay.
What was yours?
To all the dudes out there, bro, after going to a couple events now, I'm tired of seeing all you dudes talk about girls. But then when you get around girls, you don't say anything. Like, I'm telling you, bro, these girls are not scary. These girls will not bite your face off, bro. Just talk to them. Stop being afraid. Just say, hey, my name is so-and-so. What do you like? And they're going to say something stupid. And you act like you care. You act like you care for the 5 seconds that you have to care. And you try to get their snap or something.
And if you don't, guess what you do? You don't have to be like, oh, I never wanted to like you anyway.
You just walk away.
Just be like, all right, cool.
Bro,
walk away.
Bro. Just the fact that you made your presence known to this girl, the fact that you made your presence known is going to change it because maybe her friend is going to look at you now.
Bad.
You don't know what blessings you are blocking yourself from being a pussy. Just let your nuts hang and go talk to some hoes, please.
Get up in your face. Talk that shit.
Let's
All right, well, that's a great way to end the episode. Well, thank you for joining the show.
Oh, yeah.
I really appreciate it. Oh, that's a
sure.
cell phone, huh?
That was a cell phone. But we landed on the back. So
Yeah.
It is okay.
Appreciate you coming on, my guy.
No problem.
Well, guys, thank you all for watching another episode of Are We Recording. Make sure you guys hit the socials, follow us on YouTube, and we will see y'all next week for another episode.
Yes, sir.